What would be the best response to "why don't you have a girlfriend"? I don't think I'm in a place in my life to properly commit to someone. Still working on myself, but maybe one day. Most people assume lack of relationship implies laziness. If you respond by actively working towards it with self-improvement, it usually makes them consider if they're trying to improve. Which they likely aren't. Bonus points if you can name something specific you're doing, like attending school or working towards a promotion or planning a home purchase, or just reading more or getting more into a hobby that's socially accepted as self-improvement. Married man here. I used to bat away this question awkwardly until I just couldn't be bothered to maintain the front. In the end I'd answer honestly. I'd love to connect with someone special, but it's single or serious for me. I can't let someone in that I don't see as potential forever person, even if it starts out slow. Eventually this answer was given to my mate's girlfriend, who introduced me to her friend. She was asking me because she had someone in mind. We were married within a couple of years of meeting. Since I'm a woman, it probably would not happen. But I personally would not say a word and would just blink at the person. They're asking this to make you uncomfortable and to have the last word. Don't give it to them. If you're just staring at them and don't respond, that puts the onus back on them. In a few minutes, just leave. They'll know exactly what you think then. Engagement speaking back to them gives them a cheap thrill. Just don't play along. Well, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Assuming the question has been asked with a nosy intent. I've actually used this line after I quit drinking whenever someone was acting like the fact I didn't want a cocktail was some personal affront. It's always been a surefire way to get a particularly nosy pushy person immediately interested in finding another person to talk to or somewhere else to be. I keep being attracted to pretty girl next door types. I'm short, skinny and unattractive myself. This is an eternal mismatch. With the climbing of the years, the age gap with the women I find attractive is also increasing, which complicates things further. And when I do fall in love, it's usually with someone who already is in a committed relationship. At the moment, I'm experiencing a lovely mix of all three. Girlfriend-boyfriend implies ownership, and actually her ownership of me often, in this culture. Both though. So if things are gonna be that serious, dating is cool, going steady is fine. However, labeling that's more the wifey husband thing later so no one's confused. If someone really cares to be I mind, well okay, but it's usually said like a suggestion of just asking out and then suddenly it's my. On my case it depends on the woman. Sometimes I tell them I'm gay and then I don't have to worry about it. Others I tell I'm emotionally unstable. Others yet I tell a dead hooker joke and I don't have to explain myself further. The dead hooker joke usually scares them faster than if I say I'm gay, so it really depends. As a short man, I'm automatically rejected by most women right off the bat. If I put in the effort I could get a girlfriend, but this is where cost-benefit comes in. I'd have to put in a ton of work for meager results. I find that exhausting. For now, I'm not looking, but sometimes that's when it happens. That's none of your fucking business, now is it? Unless you were offering to give me some. People need to learn, early and often, to tell nosy other people to butt out of things that don't concern their own lives. People being excessively nosy deserve a punch in the snoot. It's sad to see the amount of people here saying they're too broke to afford a girlfriend. It seems more like an issue with the type of people you're pursuing or your perception of women as money-hungry gold diggers. Maybe that's why you can't get a girlfriend. I'm married so don't have this, but how about? I do. It's just a long-distance relationship, she lives in Canada. Or on a serious note. Not sure, do you know someone you might introduce me to? Turn an annoying question into an opportunity if you are looking. I work in the family violence sector. To me dating profiles all sound like police reports now, also 80 of the people on the dating profile I see are the same names that have popped up on my cases or at least connected to it, so that's why I'm single. Typical response: I'm just not looking for anything right now, or I need to work on myself before I can make an emotional commitment to another person. In reality I'm trans and have no idea who I'm attracted to. Everything is confusing. So I'm an asexual woman, so I don't get sexual feeling for anybody in general. I don't go off explaining my sexual orientation, basically what that is, but I do tend to tell people I don't need a boyfriend in order to be happy in life, because I enjoy my own hard-earned money. Duh. I can just hook up with girl if want to. With all the BS that I've seen with married couple. I think I'm fed up about the idea of getting into date, marriage and having kids and all that stuff. The best response would depend on your personal situation and comfort level, but a polite and honest answer could be something like, I haven't found the right person yet, Or I'm focusing on other aspects of my life at the moment. That all depends on why you don't. If you don't by choice, then the reply will be different than if you are actually looking. You could go from humor to a comment more around mind your own business. What's your situation? I hate that type of question. It's especially a mindfuck on dating app when they ask why I'm single. Dude, we are both here. As far as an answer to your question, maybe I did have a BF but I'm a witch and I cursed him. My usual response to Thag was, do I look like I have a girlfriend? But since the last 3 years everyone just looked confused at me after this response. I guess I look like I have a girlfriend? I don't know, man. Personally, my response would be, what the fuck has it got to do with you? What difference does it make to your life? Unless it was my mother RIP asking, in which case I'd clean it up a little. Why? Are you auditioning for the job? Honestly though, it would not surprise me if a girl, assuming the person asking is a girl, and a hetero one asking this question, has such thoughts in mind. My girlfriend dressed up as a policewoman and told me I was under arrest on suspicion of being good in bed. After 2 minutes all charges were dropped due to a lack of evidence. You try getting one these days? Half the stuff that could get you a girl before the 2000s is illegal and the other half is so much hard work for something that might not last. I can't. I need my own house and my own stuff before I can offer anything else, love included. That in itself demands time and patience, and time I have wasted too much. It depends on the tone this question is asked with. If it's only in wondering case, I'd say just I'm not into relationships. I guess it's an irrefragile response. In college I realized I could totally kill it on the gay market. Sex is sex. P.S. How's your brother doing? He good? We haven't caught up in a spell. Girls aren't real. They are drones sent to distract us males from our goals and make us join the political party of the government in the future. I'm forced to present this single image because the chick I'm fucking won't leave her husband BF. She says she loves you or some shit. That's a lot of depends. Best friend is one thing. And you see once a year is another. Coworker yet another. Who's asking you? Girls don't seem to like autistic guys who struggle to read or room cues despite doing their best to be empathetic and kind-hearted. There is no one that can comprehend my sexual preference, and I hate everyone equally when saying this. Be prepared to get bullied. Do I look like I have time for that? Now let me demonstrate how far yesterday's 4-hour nose flute exercise got me already. That's none of your damn business and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs. People gotta watch more Ace Ventura. I hate people. I don't trust anyone. Everyone lies. I'm happy being single. I don't wanna deal with other people's family drama. I could just as well ask why you're so insecure that you have to humiliate others to feel validated. You failed, by the way. Current market value doesn't make investing in a girlfriend an appealing venture. Will look into investing in myself instead. I'm too selfish for someone to deal with. Not gonna put someone else through some super unfair shit for my personal benefit. I got asked this by a bunch of 5-7-year-old kids at a party at my parents' house. Kids can be brutal sometimes. No responses. I like spending my time and money on someone that will appreciate them and not complain. That person just happens to be me. If the asker is married, jealous? If the asker is unmarried, because I don't need one to be happy. What's your excuse? I didn't take care of my body until the past few years and my looks show that, therefore women don't consider me attractive. The real reason is that I'm scared of talking to women. The reason I tell them is that I'm working on myself, first. After years of painful soul searching and introspect, I've come to the inescapable conclusion that no one deserves me. Favorite chirp when someone asks me, are you the wife? Turn to my husband of 26 years and ask, you have a wife? Throughout college I always said I'm still reviewing applications. There are a lot of candidates and positions. I mean, single women don't magically appear randomly in my living room, and I spend 90 of my time awake there. I tell people I'm married to coffee, and that any other relationship would be cheating on my one true love. Just say I haven't found someone I'd like to be in a relationship with yet, but maybe I'll meet someone. Why don't you follow me around and ask every girl that rejects me why she rejected me? Then you'll know. If you want to make it uncomfortable, then out the reason back on them. Family shame, for example. People keep telling me to save some ladies for the rest of us. Well, that number add up quickly. I'm not actively trying to date at the moment, and it's not like women ask men out very often. Nobody wants a 32-year-old overweight man who's on disability due to genetic health problems. I need an answer way more snarky than these because I absolutely hate getting this question. Why do I have to have a GF? Are you assuming I'm heterosexual? That would be my response. Because she keeps escaping from the basement. Stupid questions receive stupid answers. I have acquired too many skill issues in life, and getting a girlfriend is one of them. These guys have the best takes. What do you mean? You're my girlfriend. If a guy asks you that, even better. The women I dated are all insecure and I need a woman who knows what she wants. Your mom won't commit. Something about wanting to stick together for the kids. I usually respond to this question with because I have a boyfriend. I'm gay. I just stick to one night stands. This only works if you're at least a 6, 7, 10. Because having an intimate relationship with a friend's mom, that's not cool. I'm in a committed relationship with my freedom, and it's going really well. Smiley face. They always chew through the rope and I'm too broke to get proper chain. Why do you ask? I'd be more curious at their response to this question. They keep escaping. I think he'll try again when I get a basement again. Yeah, and I get asked this way too much. Want have Reddit asking me too. I like guys. I mean I'm straight but that usual shut up the nosy ant. I have yet to meet someone whose company I enjoy as much as my own. When the asker is a woman I usually said you know more than I do. I don't have a girlfriend because I didn't find my compatible match. Wow, way to judge me on some arbitrary label. Are you racist too? Stop looking for one-liners and quirky quips, and just be honest. Because I prefer to literally burn my money and skip the nagging. I don't even like myself. How am I supposed to get someone else to? Because any female would rather commit suicide than loving me XD. It's none of her business would be the best answer ever for this. Why would I as a man have a girlfriend? That's pretty gay, dude. I'm just not financially stable enough to be there for one yet. It's frowned upon to force people to do things they don't want.